Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, a couple months ago, CachyOS released a new package manager that came packaged with their latest release, and I didn't get a chance to have a look at it yet, but I figured we'd go ahead and look at it today as It's Foss just recently did an article about it. And so I thought, yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at this. So I just installed Cachy. I did make sure the system is up to date. Now, of course, on the Cachy Hello, there's an install apps. This is not Shelly. This is their basic repository. It will allow you to install things. Now, I don't know where all of these things are coming from, like LibreWolf, Vivaldi, Ungoogled Chromium, Tor Browser, Bravebin. Those are not available in the Arch repository. It makes me wonder, are those in the dreaded AUR? I have no idea. And I didn't really want to look into it for the purposes of this, but just to say, you might want to know where your packages are coming from. But all this to say, the Cachy basic package installer here is all right. We have a new one here called Shelly. And this one here will allow you to do a lot of different things here. So let's go ahead and walk through the basic setup here. It's Arch, so I got to do that. No, minimize or maximize buttons on GNOME. Okay, so you can enable the AUR support. No, not right now. Okay, you can also do Flatpak support, and you can do app image support. I will say that while the app image support is actually getting the app images into your desktop menu, the problem is both app images I tested working, installing, did not actually boot up. So I don't know if there's a problem with my system as I'm running this on a virtual machine or whatever else, but all of the app images I downloaded and attempted to run didn't actually work. Who knows? Maybe they all just require X or something, and this is Wayland only. Who knows? But you can come down here, you can do a tray icon, you can do auto start the tray icon. Of course, we're on GNOME, there's no tray. There's vertical navigation, you can do vertical or horizontal. We're going to go ahead and keep that one set up the way it is. So once you finish the setup, then you will be able to see that we have a number of options here. We have the packages. We'll expand this out. We have main packages. This is where we are now. This is everything that is available inside of the repository. Let's look, for example, at Brave. So, okay, so the Brave does come from a Cachy repository. See, I feel much better installing this on this one here because I can see the repository it's coming from. So Cachy is packaging Brave. I would definitely trust this. If they were pulling in Bravebin from the AUR, not right now. I wouldn't. So this is really useful, and that it gives us a lot more information about it. We also have the ability to come down here into Flatpaks, and you might, on the first time you load it, you might need to hit your refresh. So you can come over here and you can search for different Flatpaks. Let's look for Kdenlive is available as a Flatpak, I believe. Of course, I got to spell it right, So here you can go ahead and do this, and you can grab it there from the system. We can install it. Let's go ahead and install this. So you can see it went ahead and downloaded all the data. It's downloading all the data for all the different parts it needs to download. I'm glad I have fast internet here in the new office. That's useful to me. So you can see that the progress is working here. All right, so says it is successfully installed. Let's go ahead and have a look. There it is in our menu, and let's see if this one will run. Hey, look at that. Kdenlive will run. Look at that. We can start editing over here. Oh, I think this is, they just released a brand new version. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. Maybe I'll play with that so I can learn a little bit more about it. So you can see over here, here's anything that needs updated. Here's the various components that one Flatpak installed, so that's good. We can add or remove different remotes. So if you want to have a different remote for your flat packages, you can go ahead and do that. You can remove them, and this will show you, I think that shows you what is installed. Yeah, so here's all applications. This is what is installed. So let's go ahead and go back over here. Let's see. I'm trying to get off of that. So there is a parent issue I'm having here going back and seeing all packages available in the Flatpaks. Let me leave that and come back. So, okay, there you go. I couldn't get back. It just was not doing anything but showing me the Kden Live. And so I checked up here, didn't have that. So there seems to be a little bit of a bug there. Let me see if we have any settings on that. I was curious if you can adjust the settings to see. I'm guessing the shields are the ones that are verified. Let's go ahead and look at Google Chrome. Because that is one that is in here, but is not verified. So yeah, the shield indicates it's verified by the developer. So there you go. Here's any updates. There's to install. This is anything to remove. Okay. So I think we're back. Maybe we're just onto some little short bug or something. That seems to be working now. As far as app images, so you can go ahead and hit install app image, and this is just going to open up a folder. I went ahead and downloaded this package here. It's a Bible study tool, and it says it's properly installed. And indeed, if I jump up over here, it is right here. But every time I clicked on this, it would not load. And so I was like, well, that's interesting. I did double check if it got the settings right. So let's go ahead into our home directory here, and let's see, we need to go into local, and we need to go into bin, and then here's where this is. I want to right click properties. Remember, to run an app image, you have to have it set to be able to execute as a program, which it is. And if I double click there, it apparently is just not running. So let me go ahead into the downloads where I downloaded this. I'm going to change this manually over to allow executing as a program. And I'm going to try and running it from here. So I don't know, maybe there's just something wrong with my system. My system is not running app images. We're on GNOME boxes here, so who knows? Not exactly sure. As far as your packages are concerned, you can see, you can install anything from here. You can see what has any updates available here, and then there is a manage tab over here as well. So you can actually see the various packages that are here. You can see any information about them. Now, what was curious to me, oh wait, before we get into there, down here we have this, there are a couple packages up for update, and then you can see any history, which there isn't any. Now, what baffled me here is looking at my sidebar. This is super basic, and the It's Foss article had this looking really awesome. I mean, look at the pictures they have for this thing. I mean, they got packages, install, update, home, we got AUR, we got Flatpak, we got app images, manage, settings, packed. I thought this was totally awesome. I'm like, dude, that's totally cool. I kind of want to see this layout. This is useful information for me. Can't find anywhere where that is. So I don't know what It's Foss is using to look at this. That's not there. Even going over to Shelly's actual documentation, my layout looks like the official documentation. I would love to see this version. I really want to know where It's Foss got it from. I don't know. That's definitely an interesting thing. But overall, it is a very functional package manager. We have settings over here. This was interesting here. When you boot this up, you'll notice that all these appear to be turned off, even though they're on. So probably another bug in the system. And I found, hey, I like that should be on, and I toggle it, and it actually took this off the first time. And so there seems to be a little bit of a bug here. You can see this kind of says on, but it's not blue. Okay, now it's blue. Now it's back on again. So the settings over here are a little bit wonky. Hey, isn't everything in GNOME, you know? But there is what we have. Under the advanced, you can do a forced database update. You can remove your DB lock. This is useful if a package on Arch gets interrupted on install. You'll have this DB lock, and I always have to go on and remember where that is. I'm gonna look up online. Where's that DB lock file at again? You know, got to go manually delete it. This will actually just remove it for you, so that's pretty good. And then, of course, you can purify packages. You know, whatever that's going to mean there. But anyway, you do have the it is functional, it is competent. But I did find one major problem, and that is pushing of ideologies. I'm not a huge fan of. If you want to accept weird ideologies, that's your own prerogative. You know, none of us can completely agree with everybody on anything. But if you come down here, you'll notice this little shiny thing over here. Hey, happy Pride Month! You found Chel's hidden page. All I have to say about that, I gotta say, I do not want that kind of crap pushed on my system. So, where's the terminal? Do they even give us a terminal anymore? Is that a terminal? Hey, there's a terminal. I'll stick with my Linux Mint. Thank you.